Welcome back. This is the fifth and final video in our series Holiday Stress Busters Inner and Outer Strategies How to Save Your Wallet and Your Sanity During this holiday season. My name is Marian Solis, transformational coach and energy medicine practitioner, and your guide in this series. So, in previous videos, we've looked at why we stress over the holidays, particularly what money is doing and when we overspend, how detrimental that is to our financial health. We looked at what is your holiday family programming? What is your experience during the holidays? And what was the experience of your parents or caregivers during the holidays? And how have you been loyal to that or have been fighting that every step of the way? In video 3, I showed you how to use tapping or EFT specifically to release these limiting money blocks and holiday stress blocks. And in video 4, we've looked at 11 strategies how to eliminate holiday stress. Now, this last and final video is going to give you another list of great outer strategies that you can use. So you have a total of 20 that you can pick and choose from to really make a difference to have a happy holiday season. So, number 12, this is specifically for ladies. And I'm generalizing because generally men have a really hard time figuring out what their women want. So, as a woman, make a list for your partner to pick from. I know this is counterintuitive for some of you. If you have a feeling like, he should know what I want, he doesn't. Most men don't really know what their women want, but they do want to make their women happy. They really, really do. Don't make it so hard for them. Here's what you do. Write down what do you want. Be super specific. Write down where can they get it. Or even better, do it online. Give them a link to the shopping site where they can get it. And write down how much it is. And then let him pick what he wants. Now, note this is not, I want all of this on this list. You're going to make a compilation of things you would just really be excited about, and he gets to pick. So your surprise is what will he pick from this list. If you feel that I don't want to give this to him, he should know what I want, then ask yourself why you have this agenda, because it is an agenda. Would you rather have a harmonious relationship and get what you want, or would you rather test him just to prove, see, he doesn't love me, he doesn't know what I want? It really is so stressful for men to try to read their women's mind. Don't do that to him, don't do this to yourself. Give him a list. You will get exactly what you want, and he will be so grateful that he doesn't have to worry about disappointing you. Now, if you happen to have a man who is really, really good about picking the perfect gift, great. But most men aren't, and they put so much pressure on themselves, and women put so much pressure on their men. Don't be one of those women. Focus on having a harmonious, great relationship. Help your man pick the right gift by giving him a list. For couples, instead of exchanging gifts, here's some alternatives. Plan a trip together. Like our family loves to take vacation. So what we do is we don't tend to give each other gifts or nothing big. We put all the money that we would typically spend on giving gifts and buying gifts in our vacation fund, and we have great vacations. Get something nice for your home. So maybe you've wanted that new rug, or you wanted to get the bedroom painted, or maybe there's a piece of furniture you would really both like to have. Talk to each other and say, you know what, instead of buying gifts for each other, let's buy this for us as a family or as a couple. Buy gift cards for a romantic dinner and movie, and buy the gift cards, because if you have them, you'll actually go on the date. If you say, let's not exchange gifts this year, let's just go for dinner and movie throughout the year, or then it's unlikely that this is going to happen unless you already have a habit of doing this. But if you buy the gift card now, then it's much, much more likely that you actually will go on the date. For kids, help your kids make gifts for others. It is so easy to fall into the trap of buying a gift so little Joey has something for, Aunt Molly. Aunt Molly doesn't need a gift from Joey. If you want something for Aunt Molly, have Joey do something, like create something himself. And you can be really creative with this. It doesn't actually have to be anything, that they make with paper or whatever. Maybe they are great at using crayons and paper and making things. But like my son is a great saxophone player. He's 12. So what he does is, for special occasions, he videos a little concert. So when his grandpa had his birthday, he had a little concert that he taped just for his grandpa. This is especially great when somebody lives far away, like my family lives in Germany. And it doesn't cost any money, it just costs the time and thought. And it's a very special thing when you give something that your kids actually made themselves. Like my niece and nephew are great at making videos. They are so creative. They make videos for their grandparents, and they're hilarious and they're well thought through and they take a lot of work, and they're such great keepsakes because then you have a video you can watch 2, 3, 5, 10 years from now, and it's a great memory. Number 15, create a wish list on Amazon, Target, or whatever online store you prefer, and share that with your family and friends. Now, we're so used to making wish lists for like weddings, for example, but you can do this for anything. So when somebody says, well, what should I give your son, your spouse, your daughter? A lot of times we don't know. In that moment, it's like, I don't know. But if everybody makes a little wish list online, or you make a family wish list, then you can just say, go to this online site, this is our registry, pick something that you would love to give. And you sure know it's something that they will like. Number 16, instead of giving gifts to each other, especially with families and friends, agree on a time and place to donate your time and energy together. So, for example, you could all agree that your giving for this year is that you meet up and support an organization that's close to your heart. These charitable organizations, they need help all year round, not just during the holidays. They need help all year long. Come together, find a time, and say, you know what, we are going to support this organization with our time and our love and energy, and then do it together. So you do something together. It's great to do it as a group, and you're making a real difference in this organization and the people that they support. 17. If you have kids, especially younger kids, really kids of any age, if they still live at home, have them make a list of 3 things they want from you or from Santa, and tell them they will get one of these 3. So you set that expectation. Say you put 3 things on, and you're going to get one of these 3 things. We've done this for years with our son, and it has worked like a charm. Now, you can still do little things if you want to, like, for the stockings. But if you can set the expectation that they will get one bigger gift, it is so much easier to adhere to your budget and to not fall prey to the whole guilt thing during the holiday season. Number 18, for families. Buy a season's pass or a gift card for an amusement park or bowling alley or laser tag or movie theater, and use it throughout the year. Trampoline parks are another great place to go to. Or, something, a dance place or a workout place. You might want to work out as a family. You might decide that you're going to sign up for a fitness studio as a family and work out together. Do something that will bring you together as a family, that you have fun with together throughout the year. Number 19, avoid giving to charities you have not researched. CharityNavigator.org is a great website to research how much money of your donation is actually going to the cause that you want to support. Now, especially around the holidays, we typically get inundated with phone calls and with letters for organizations to support them. And I personally believe a lot in giving to charity, and we do it all year long. We don't just do it during the holiday season. We have certain organizations we support every month that has an automatic deduction or every quarter, and then whoever cause that is close to our heart that we have researched receives money throughout the year. That way, at the end of the year, we don't nobody can guilt us into giving something because we feel good about ourselves giving all year long. And again, if you choose to give, that's absolutely fine, but do your research. Make sure they are aligned with your values and that they actually give the majority of the money that you're donating to the cause you're wanting to support. Because it's sometimes shocking that only 10 or 20% of the money you're donating goes to the actual cause and everything else goes to administrative um, causes, like, the sales costs and all that stuff. Do your research. Here's a great script that I use that works really well. What I say is, I have already selected the charities I'm supporting and I have allocated all my donations, but I wish you the best for your organization. Be gracious but firm. Most of these callers are very, very friendly, very respectful, and they don't push. But there are some organizations that are extremely pushy, and don't let yourself be guilted into giving if it's not aligned with your values and if you have not researched the organization. And the last one, which is I've been driving this home over and over again, and this is the most important: tap, tap, tap. It is infinitely easier to implement these strategies when you have cleared your inner resistance and the beliefs that keep you stuck in your old patterns. If you try to make these changes with the old mindset, it's going to be really hard, if not impossible, because you're still operating from that old mindset that, you are spending and buying things for the holidays based on guilt or based on what they are going to think or based on we've always done it this way. Go back to the video 3 often, to the tapping script, and use it over and over and over again. Tapping is a fantastic stress relief tool in the moment. So when you are sitting in traffic or you're in that long line the day after Thanksgiving at the store, or you're at home just not being able to go to sleep because you're freaking out over the holidays, tap through the points. All you need to do is voice what's going on in your head while you tap. That's all you need to do. And in fact, you don't even have to say anything. If you feel it and you tap, you're releasing it. Get in a habit of tapping daily. Even if it's just, if you do 3 rounds, takes about a minute. Do 3 rounds in the morning and maybe a few times during the day. It's so easy to fit in. Just do a few rounds of tapping and your general level of stress anxiety is going down every single day. And then remember, when you're less stressed, you have access to all that great creativity and brilliance and intuition that you already possess that you just can't use when you're stressed out. And finally, tapping helps to rewire your nervous system so the new choices come easy and natural. So when you tap, you will feel less and less resistance to making the change. You feel more and more hopeful that you can do it. You're really going to get the feeling of, you know what, I think I can actually do this. Because you're literally rewiring your nervous system. You're literally erasing old, outdated programs and you're bringing in something new that's aligned with your values today. And remember, you deserve happy and relaxing holidays. You really do. After all, nothing is more important than that I feel good. So take a deep breath in and out and say this out loud. Nothing is more important than that I feel good. And now I want you to notice, does this statement already feel a tiny little bit more true than it did the first time you heard it in video 1? If it does, and it's very likely, then you have already started to reprogram your unconscious mind. And that is way cool. If you've enjoyed this video series, please share it with those you care about so that they can have happy holidays too. And especially share it with those in your family, your friends, your colleagues with whom you want to implement these new ways of sharing the holidays. That way, you can all be on the same page, you can all do this together, and together you can create your happy holidays. Have a happy holiday season. I see you around. Thank you.